Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 12th of October 2021. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Despite the fact that I'm being hit hard by this Mercury retrograde, I was at my mother's house for the last 2 weeks. She was in the hospital and I went to see her every day. And to get to the hospital, I drove her car, and her car is a lot bigger than the one I had in the UK. So I wasn't quite used to the dimensions of the car. That's my excuse anyway. And when I was pulling into the parking lot, I bumped into the car parked next to me and I took some of the paint off, and I was really not happy with that because I've never had a car accident in my life, and I was really displeased that it just had to happen when I'm pulling into the hospital of all places. So the guy was really nice about it. I got in touch with him. He took his car to the body shop. I took my mum's car to the body shop, got everything sorted out, but it was a bit of a headache. And luckily, my mum got out of the hospital on Friday, so I came back to my place here in Vienna at the weekend, and I'm filming this video on Monday for Tuesday, and I was rudely awakened this morning at 7:30 by loud drilling and hammering, and I actually managed to find where the building work was being done, and I spoke to the builder guys, and they take a lunch break from 12 to 1, so that's why it's reasonably quiet now, but they're doing some building works. And I'm checking myself into an Airbnb this afternoon because I have a lot of appointments this week and I need peace and quiet to concentrate and to not be distracted when I'm doing my appointments. And when I'm there, I'm going to get in touch with the management company and just get the details on what is happening because it's just a bit much at the moment. So I thought for today's reading that I would use the Golden Girls tarot cards because if anything's going to cheer me up, and I need some cheering up, then the Golden Girls Tarot will do it. So let's see what these cards have to say about Tuesday, the 12th of October. And I'm just going to knock on the cards a few times just to clear my energy and to clear the cards' energy so that I can tune in and see what's going on and what's coming up for you on this day. So let me have a look. I still hear banging and it's past 12. I'm gonna have a word with someone about this. The Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Oh wow, this is really good news. Okay, fab. The Queen of Wands is a court card. So either you'll meet someone who's sunny and positive and who comes into your life and really is motivated and then motivates and inspires you in turn, or it's something that arises within you. You feel a sense of purpose and drive. Sophia is holding this one wand there. So she's focused on something that she cares about and that's meaningful and that she's excited by. The sunflower is about happiness and joy, similar to the yellow dress. It's really feeling in charge of your life, your circumstances, and feeling like you can do things with a sense of good humor, and things are going your way, and you're focused on positive things, and you don't have a care in the world. So the Queen of Wands is often very creative. She's an artist and a writer and a painter and a florist and a designer, and she can create beauty in the real world, but she can also get creative with her circumstances. So look at the throne she's sitting on. This is like a 1980s masterpiece with the pastels and the shape and the Art Deco kind of vibe. So she looks at a regular stone throne and she's like, no. I'm living my best life here. I need to redesign this thing. If I'm going to sit on it, it needs to reflect me. So she uses her creativity to tweak her circumstances and to make them suit her needs. And then she ends up with something that she's happy with and that's glorious and that other people will be enchanted by. Then we've got this black cat. The black cat is a symbol of protection with the Queen of Wands. So it's not like she lives in some sort of alternate universe where nothing negative ever happens, but the black cat absorbs that negativity so she can maintain focus and space to work on those things that she actually enjoys. So it means that she can handle unpleasant things in an easy and effective way, and it doesn't take away from what she is really making a lot of progress with. She's also the Queen of Wands, so the court card, that's the most experience. We've got the Page, then the Knight, and the Queen. By the time you get to the Queen, you're really in charge of the element of fire here, because Wands is the element of fire, which is a masculine element that has to do with building your life in a way that you see fit and that you're happy with. And because the Queen of Wands is totally in control of the element of fire, she really knows what she likes and what she doesn't like. There's not a lot of room for self-doubt or for procrastination. She gets on with it because she's really clear and aware of what's going to work and what isn't. So if you're confronted with any circumstance that you think needs redesigning or tweaking or altering so that it actually works for you, then please don't be afraid of taking that action. You'll have a very positive outcome. And like Sophia here, it's very likely that you're going to end up with a big smile on your face. Next, the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is big news coming into your life. And we've got the Queen here and the Seven of Pentacles, lots of smiles, and these are positive cards. So it's likely that you get some good news. Each wand represents something or someone that you care about. And they're coming into the card here. So something arrives in your life that you weren't expecting, that allows you to choose what you want to focus on. You see these little leaves growing on these wands, so they're little tree branches, and they're alive and they have their own energy. So by choosing what you think has the most potential for growth, you'll be able to adapt it and make it work in your favor, but also you're able to work with something that kind of contains a life of its own. So it's something that comes into your life because it's part of your purpose. It's going to enrich your everyday experience. And by aligning yourself with it and embracing it and working with it, you'll be able to make a lot of headway. Usually the card is completely filled with the Eight of Wands. So sometimes it can even represent an obstacle. It's almost like there's too much information to choose from, and it can be somewhat overwhelming. But in this deck, we have lots of space around the wands, so it doesn't feel oppressive and like it's hard to breathe. So when you're trying to prioritize and choosing one or two or three things, it depends on how much time you have. If you've got the whole day free and you want to engage with absolutely every great thing that comes into your life, of course, go for it. And if it doesn't make you feel pressured, then yay. But if you do have a lot on your plate, then it is important to choose the things that seem most likely to succeed or to work in your favor. Plus, we've got this body of water here and a little bit of green. So you're connected with your true authentic self. There's absolutely no difficulty in sussing out what works for you and what doesn't. And the water here is because your intuition guides you and it supports you in making choices. Finally, the Seven of Pentacles. We have Blanche picking some pentacles off a tree, and it's literally money grows on trees. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card that says your work and all of your efforts, you get to some sort of place of completion and you're actually able to benefit from your hard work and to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And Pentacles has to do with money, with career, with your physical circumstances, your physical appearance, your health. So the combination of Wands and Pentacles, fire and earth, life purpose and career, means that when you focus on the things that make you feel alive and joyful, then you'll get to a position where you actually benefit financially, or your circumstances improve. They look better, or you feel more prosperous and richer and more abundant. She's wearing kind of a party dress. It looks like she's going out dancing. So if she needs anything, it will be provided to her. And look at what you've done in the past. Take stock of that. Claim the good things that arise. Look at the new opportunities that are available to you now and see how you can either reinvest some of the money or the good things that you've received from past successes, and see if they can help you take one or two things and build another success in future. Or, I would say, or, rather. Look at the opportunities that come your way that relate specifically to your income, to your work, to living your life purpose, and how that relates through a vocation or what you feel skilled at. And experiment with that a little bit. Take a couple of steps, see where it leads you. And on this day, you may even discover your life purpose as it relates to your job. So it's a job that doesn't feel like work because it's a hobby or a real pleasure, and some sort of opportunity comes into your life that possibly says, hey, you don't have to just keep this as a hobby. You can make this a career. And if you do make it a career, it's very likely that you'll almost be plucking money from the trees because it's going to be that successful for you. It's going to work out that favorably. So that's really good news for anyone who's still trying to decide what they're supposed to do with their life, particularly as it relates to work. In terms of the numbers, we've got a court card. That's 1 and 8 is 9 and 7 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 is the mind and creativity. So I've spoken about the creative aspects. The numerology is underlining and emphasizing that, saying you have the creative vision, so don't be afraid to use it. And you're also able to think about circumstances and play the tape forward and see the potential future. So you're able to see what could be in a very optimistic, positive, and powerful way. And if you relate that specifically to your work, I think you're going to be very pleased by the end of Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.